Reading helps children in school to build their vocabulary and sometimes to focus more on what they're learning. But for me, most importantly, it opens up whole new worlds to the reader. It takes you to places that you could never go otherwise, maybe back in time or into outer space. So reading is just such an enriching experience that I think broadens all of our horizons, helps us understand other people's perspectives better too. That's a very difficult question, but I would say if I had to choose, it was probably The Phantom Toll Booth by Norton Juster. This is a book about a bored little boy, Milo, who receives a toll booth, and it takes him to the Kingdom of Wisdom. And through his adventures in the Kingdom of Wisdom, he learns to love learning. And after that, he's never bored again. We've got 30 years of working together here in Georgia, and the United States and Georgia have done so many great things together to help improve education and to bring new opportunities to the Georgian people, including to students. So my main message is build your friendships, continue to learn about other cultures, and help Americans better understand Georgians, and make an effort to better understand America and other cultures. It's like Gül in the book or Milo in The Phantom Toll Booth. Never stop reading and never stop learning. Hello, everybody. Today I'm going to read a story called Gül in Space by Richa Jha. Tomorrow is my birthday, a day of special fun. I want the stars to wish me, the moon too, and the sun. I wake up in the morning and look what I see, a rocket waiting outside. I try and hide my glee. The rocket is all fired up. My bags are packed and full. Whoosh it roars and shoots up. I'm astronaut Madame Gül. My cat, she shakes and trembles. My head spins round and round. In just a few minutes, we are way above the ground. 6 hours later, here it is, my new home in outer space. They call it Space Station. Hello, you beautiful place. Boing, we go from step to step. I hardly feel my legs. Before we even know it, we turn down on our heads. And then begins the floating, to the left and to the right. Drifting through the air we go, and twisting to the side. Oops, my bag turns upside down, and out come 2 jalabis. Samosas that I packed so well, I think they've all gone crazy. They bump around and float across, the crumbs and icky juice. I'll stick to labeled packets of these special space foods. My hair is also sticky, the clothes are such a mess. My cat, she tries to lick me clean. A bath will work the best. But here's a little secret. There are no taps in space. I wet this towel just a bit and wipe it on my face. Then squeeze some shampoo in my hair and rub it through and through. A final proper wiping, my hair looks clean and new. I get into my spacesuit for a very special day. Come and join me in the fun. It's spacewalk all the way. Step by step, I go outside, a slow and dangerous crawl. It's dark and cold and quiet. I'm connected to the walls. The stars are shining clear and bright. They look so big and near. The moon just smiles and seems to say, "Happy birthday, Gül dear." It's time for me to head back in and get some cozy rest. The spacewalk was so tiring. That was scary, but the best. This is where I need to sleep. My bed for the next few days. What fun it is to squeeze right in and strap myself in place. I wake up after some time, no minute we can waste, but first I go and brush my teeth and swallow all the paste. I want to speak to Ami, my laptop strapped in place. "Hello, who's that?" she screams from there. "I'm Gül from outer space." I tell her of the things I've done, of magic that is space, of how the earth looks far from here, of this station's funny ways. I live in space for 2 full months. It's time to head back soon. Far away, we hear some child wish for journeys to the moon. Raise your hand if that's you. And keep your bags all checked. My cat and I return tonight. It'll soon be your turn next. That was the end of Gul's story, but did you know that there are spacecrafts that go from Earth to the International Space Station carrying specially packed food and water and other things that astronauts need to live there? Gul has to be careful with the use of water inside the space station. Every drop is precious. Gul and the other objects inside the International Space Station float like balloons. Anything that is not strapped down will float because they appear to become weightless in space. This happens because the space station itself and everything inside it are falling very fast towards Earth all the time. It is this falling with speed that makes Gul feel weightless. But if they're falling, why doesn't everything just crash into the Earth? That's because our planet is round, and as the space station and everything inside it falls down, 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 the Earth's surface curves away from them and they never reach the ground. There are no taps or faucets inside the International Space Station because water cannot flow down in a weightless environment. So Gul has to use a special shampoo that doesn't need to be rinsed off. And she also has to swallow her toothpaste. If Gul leaves a water bag open by mistake, little drops of water will float all over the space station and eventually combine to form a great big ball of water. It's a very special place to live in the International Space Station. Thank you for listening to the story of Gul in space today. Madloba.